Hi, how are you today? Thank you for visiting Coach Bobby's YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about conflict resolution. Now, just imagine you go to the restaurant, you go to McDonald's for that matter. You want to order something, something's missing out of your order, and you go to inform the teller or the cashier that, hey, my items aren't there. Of course, the customer is going to argue that point with you. And this is where the conflict resolution comes in on both sides. Because as a customer, yes, you are right. You are right, but you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who you're dealing with as the attendant, as you see here. You don't know what frame of mind they're in. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people are not aware of their surrounding and situations. So they could have said, "Hey, I know I made a mistake or whatever, but I would like to, blah 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 blah." So, without further ado, let's look and see what transpired.
The driver had just picked up his pregnant wife and 6-year-old daughter from the airport. The employee hands over a bag of food, but the driver complains that an order of curly fries is missing. When she comes back empty handed, the argument continues. She closes the window for a second time, reaches into her back pocket, and pulls out.
I thought about this part right here. At what point made her say, "Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this weapon out"? I don't see him throw anything at her. I didn't even see his arms wailing or, looking like he was being irate or anything. But at this point, she decided that she wanted to pull a weapon out of her back pocket.
A gun. The argument becomes more intense before
Then the manager comes. Hey, what's going on? Is it something like, maybe we can try to get this out. At this point, why didn't the manager give them what they wanted so that they can go away? But no, let's go.
throwing a handful of condiments in.
So while the manager's talking to the customer, they throw a handful of condiments at the customer. Like, what? This is what I'm saying. The people that we have that are working in these positions are not mentally, they're just not mentally there to be working there. The people that hire them, what do we say? Do a better job of selecting employees. At what point you cannot control what people do? Let's go.
His face. The worked up employee paces back and grabs an
Boom. So you see stuff all over her face. I don't know. Maybe it bounced back and hit her, or he threw something bad. I don't know what happened. She reaches in her back pocket again.
her back pocket. As she moves towards the window, we see she's holding the gun in her right hand. She opens the window and points the gun at the man, who immediately takes off. She leans out and fires at.
Okay. Now, this person doesn't know who she's shooting at. Okay. She doesn't know if she's shooting at um, Recon Delta, person home on leave. You don't know who you're shooting at. You're just shooting at people because you had a disagreement about food in the drive-through. So all this, what you just did, you shot a weapon. The, the man's child was in there, so they could say that's attempted murder. Now you're going to do jail time because you could not control yourself because you were unable to control yourself in a situation that you felt you had to pull a gun out of your back pocket. What type of job do we have where the person working in drive-through has have pulled a weapon out of their back pocket?
At the vehicle. The next car to pull up is a Houston police squad car. And they're not here for a burger and fries. They're here for some answers. 28-year-old Alania Ford was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The customer and his vehicle were not struck by the gunfire. The driver had just picked up his pregnant wife and 6-year-old.
And what I'm trying to say is that in a lot of these places, such as McDonald's, Popeyes, a lot of these places, especially that are in the inner cities, the people that work at these jobs have mental illness. Many of them did not graduate high school, and so these are the people that you have to work with. Unfortunately, okay, you didn't graduate high school, You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't try to own a business or go to college or work in an industry. This is what you end up doing. And so this is who you have to work around. And this is why your life is in danger every day when you go to work. These used to be jobs for kids that were going from high school to college. This is a grown woman right here. Let's look at it just a little
Old
bit more.
daughter from the airport. The employee hands over a bag of food, but the driver complains that an order of curly fries is missing. When she comes back empty handed, the argument continues. She closes the window for a second time, reaches into her back pocket, and pulls out a gun.
And honestly, what would it have done just to get the customer the order that they asked for? Okay, let's say they said, "Oh, we ordered this, this, and this." Just get it and let them go. No, you want to pull a gun out of your back pocket. And so when a judge looks at this, when a jury looks at this, this was very unnecessary. And you will go to jail so you can spend time to be concerned about the things that are causing you to do this.
The argument becomes more intense before throwing a handful of condiments in his face. The worked up employee paces back and grabs in her back pocket. As she moves towards the window, we see she's holding the gun in her right hand. She opens the window and points the gun at the man, who immediately takes off. She leans out and fires at the vehicle.
I mean, look at the manager. The manager's just, I mean, like, what? And she don't even know what to do in this situation. It's like, what is this? And unfortunately, we have people with mental illness in Houston and most inner cities, and they're overlooked. They're not given the proper needs that they need. They're procreating, and they're creating other little children that are not supervised, and they're doing the same thing. So I'm gonna leave it at that. This is Coach Bobby. The lesson today was do the right thing, conflict resolution. There's no reason to pull a gun in a drive-through. If you're having a problem with the customer, get the manager just as she tried to do, but she did not have enough discipline. And because she didn't have the discipline that she needed, she's going to spend time in a facility or institution. Coach Bobby, please subscribe, like, and also share. Have a great day. Takes me so long.